Hello, my friend, and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, and I'm your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you so much for joining us for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 355 of our trek, and earlier this month we began a detailed series, which we originally introduced in January, called Your Life Plan Blueprint. We have synthesized this information into a 100-page PDF manual workbook, which contains all the forms needed to create and maintain your personal life plan. This is our initial release of the manual workbook, and it is available for a free download at wisdom-trek.com on the left-hand sidebar of any page. Or if you are listening on your smartphone, you can text the word Life Plan with no spaces to 44222, and your Life Plan Blueprint will be delivered to you in an email. The manual workbook is free during the month of May, so I encourage you to become one of our early adopters so that all updates will be available to you free also. By the end of 2016, we will have a complete web mobile version available of your Life Plan Blueprint that you'll be able to complete online. Thank you so much for coming along with me as we do check through each page. If you'd like to listen to any of the past episodes, please go to wisdom-trek.com to listen to them, which contains pages from your Life Plan Blueprint. You can also subscribe to Wisdom Trek at iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, and Google Play so that each day's trek will be downloaded to you automatically. We are broadcasting from our studios at the Big House in Marietta, Ohio. Our order of impatient flowers was delivered this week by our local farmer friend, so hopefully we'll be able to get those planted this weekend. We also have to till up the circle garden area in front of the house and plant the dozen rose bushes that we purchased previously. We did see a young mother deer in the front lawn this week, and they love the rose bushes, so we'll have to determine a solution to protect the roses once we do get them planted. As a reminder, we are looking at changing the format of Wisdom Trek on June 1st. Please email me at guthrie@venturecg.com or leave a comment at the bottom of today's journal page and let me know if you'd like me to continue Wisdom Trek on a 7-day, 5-day, or 3-day per week schedule. Also, let me know if you'd like any changes to the format of their daily trek. Thank you so much in advance for your feedback. But it's now time to get started on the 17th day of your Life Plan Blueprint Workbook. If you missed any of the previous days in this series, they are available at wisdom-trek.com. On our trek for today, we will continue our deep exploration of each of the phases of the WESPER Framework. Today we will begin with the third step as we examine the core concepts which make up the strategy phase. We are taking several days to hike through each step of creating your life plan. I would encourage you to trek with me through the process and complete the associated forms included in your Life Plan Blueprint Workbook. If you are following along in the manual workbook, today we will explore the core concepts for strategy, which are found on pages 36 and 37. You can also view this information in the journal for day 355 at wisdom-trek.com. Strategy. As you are creating your life plan that fulfills your life purpose, you must establish goals as part of that plan, which we looked at the last couple of days. An obvious but important concept that you must understand is that establishing goals does not complete them. Strategy is the core of your blueprint, which enables you to do the planning, which leads to execution and review. The step that we're now on in the WESPER Framework is creating a strategy for your goals. It is the catalyst for planning, executing, and reviewing those goals. We will look at the 3 core for strategy before we dig deeper and explore the 10 guidelines to develop your strategy. So core number 1 is, what is your strategy? Strategy refers to the game plan that enables effective pursuit of a specific goal or result. It is the set of underlying principles which determines your action plans toward achieving your end goal or objective. WESPER itself is the framework or the underlying strategy for a successful goal achievement. The S in WESPER refers to specific strategies that pertain to your goals. Strategy is the core part of your life plan blueprint for a rich and satisfying life. Think of strategy as your compass or trail map or your GPS that shows you the best trail to lead you to your goal or plateau. During the course of war, generals gather together to devise strategies to secure an ensuing victory. In the world of business, companies invest millions in research to develop strategies to win in the marketplace. In the stock market, the most successful traders spend years studying market trends of the past, identifying the strategies, and then applying them. Now, if you were to trek up Mount Everest, you would need a detailed strategy to ensure success. Otherwise, it would lead to death. It really is not much different when it comes to any of your goal achievements. Strategy is the one step that most people completely miss in the process of life planning and goal achievement, which leads to their failure. Remember that for every goal, there is always a certain strategy or blueprint underlying it that will guarantee its success. If you are able to identify and create the proper strategy, your chance of successfully completing that goal is guaranteed. The second core we want to look at today is that strategy is underutilized. The ability to precisely follow instructions is viewed as the epitome of a good student, citizen, or employee. Most schools or work environments teach people to do, not to think. Most school systems or work environments have only one method of teaching. We receive good grades or marks if we apply those methods to our learning. Other methods, even if they learn to the same or better output, are discouraged. Styles of thinking or behavior that do not conform to the norm are viewed as defiant or insubordinate. As a result, many people are great in execution, but really weak at strategizing. Or as I like to refer to it, when I was growing up, I took figuring out in school. I have worked with many people who are unaware of the importance of strategy and just try to follow a structured set of goal planning tools. Instead of studying their goals first and developing a strategy, they establish a goal and then jump right into the execution of their goal. But without a proper strategy or plan, a cycle of self-sabotage, lack of self-worth, lack of confidence, and negativity will immediately follow. In the process, people waste their energy, they get burnout, and they put themselves in a worse situation than they were before they even started. And the third core is to develop your strategy. The most solid strategy that you can develop is to look holistically at your life plan blueprint within the WESPER Framework. To create the best strategy, you first need to determine and have a solid understanding of what your purpose in life is. This purpose does not have to be grand or world-changing, but it should positively impact your world. Your purpose will then drive your overall 7-year objectives within the 7 areas of your life. Your life plan blueprint is unique to you alone. No one else in the entire world has your same blueprint, which is why you must develop your own strategy. As King David wrote in Psalms chapter 139, verse 14, "Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it." Once you establish your 7-year objectives, start creating your strategy for your yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily activity goals. Think about how you can break each objective into smaller and smaller goals. How does each step tie into your life plan blueprint? All activity goals should support the next higher level. For instance, your daily tasks must support your weekly goals, which must support your monthly goals, which must support your yearly goals, which must support your 7-year objectives, which is your life plan. Conversely, your 7-year objectives need to be broken down into the smallest of daily tasks. Work top-down, breaking your objectives into ever smaller pieces until they become daily bite-sized nuggets. No matter how huge your objective is, there will be an underlying set of nuggets which will allow you to conquer it. This will create a successful strategy that is unique to you. On our check for today, we started with the third step of the WESPER Framework, which is strategy. The 3 core components of strategy that we covered today lays the groundwork for the strategy guidelines that we'll explore during the next couple daily treks. The information for the strategy guidelines for tomorrow is located on pages 38 through 42 of your Life Plan Blueprint Workbook and Manual. If you've not done so already, make sure that you download your Life Plan Blueprint and encourage your family and friends to join us and then come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. That will finish our check for today. Just as you enjoy these daily doses of wisdom, we ask you to help us to grow Wisdom Trek by sharing it with your family and friends through email, Facebook, Twitter, or in person when you meet with them, and invite them to come along with us each day. The journal for today's trek is available at wisdom-trek.com. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. As we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.